Hello. Good evening from Maldives. This is Monira Sultana from Desha TV USA Inclusion and here the world. I can see my honorable leader is here from India, Mr. Gulshan Suman Sir. Very talented personality, great human being, and honorable educator, leader, intellectual. Hello. Warm welcome. From Maldives. This is Monira Sultana from Desha TV USA Inclusion and here the world. I can see my honorable leader is here from India, Mr. Gulshan Suman Sir. Very talented personality, great human being, and honorable educator, leader, intellectual. Hello. Warm welcome. Monira Sultana from Desha TV.
Yeah, repetition is there. No voice.
Now,
No
I
voice.
want to request you to please share your biography, guidance on leadership and democracy. Over to you, sir. I'm spotlighting you.
Should I start with the
Yes.
biography?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hello, friends. Myself, Gulshan Suman. I'm born in a small village of Punjab state. There is very small village, and when I was born, the population of that village was in few hundreds, and still it is few hundreds only. You can imagine how small is the village. It's in the Punjab state of India. So Punjab, I think most of you must be knowing, is famous for dance and music, Bhangra style dance, which is famous all over the world. That is the specialty of Punjab. So I was born there. I stayed there for a few years, and then we shifted to Delhi because my father got the job in Delhi. He retired as a government officer. So we were in Delhi. So all my education were done right from the schooling, college. It was done in Delhi. Then I joined Airports Authority of India at the entry level. Entry level means at that time there used to be aerodrome assistant. Although I have the engineering background, but I joined as I appeared in the exam and I became aerodrome assistant. So this is the job which I've been doing. And as far as my musical journey is concerned, it started with the Punjab only because my father's elder brother, he was a great musician of Punjab. He learned from the renowned musician of that time. So he used to have many students used to come to learn from my uncle. I was very young at that time. So he never allowed me to touch any musical instrument because yeah, the musical instruments are very sensitive. Once you touch it by mistake and it will be out of tune. So I had a inclination for the music. I used to sit whenever he used to teach the students. I used to sit with the students. So then he found my interest is there in the music. So then he is, when he was alone and no student was there, So he started, he said, rhythm is the base of music. First of all, you have to learn the rhythm, because unless and until you know the rhythm, you cannot sing or you cannot perform any musical instrument. So first I started with the Indian instrument tabla. So I learned only basic tabla. There are many tal, or you can say the beatings, which are used while singing and performing. So I learned the basics. So after that, he said, now you have to shift to the music part also. That was the rhythm, now music. So then I started learning vocal, harmonium, and flute also. So my main inclination was on vocal, because singing is most important in music. As you can see, hundreds of musicians are sitting and singer is only one. So singing is, of course, most difficult type of music practice. So my interest was in vocal only. So slowly I learned whatever he used to tell me, whatever he used to teach me. So then one day he found that, yeah, I used to go to his house during vacations only, because in India there are summer vacations in school and colleges, and few winter vacations. During those vacations, I used to go there. So he said, no, the vacations are not enough to learn. You have to continue learning. It's not that you come for 2 months in a year and you will learn. So luckily, I came in touch with the excellent music teacher, Pandit Krishan Dutt Sharma. He was in Delhi only. So he agreed to teach me. So for a few years, I learned Indian classical music. I started with the Indian classical music, because Indian classical music is the base of uh, any kind of music. If you have the base of Indian classical music, you can sing any type of singing. Like you can sing ghazal, you can sing bhajan, you can sing any other song. So I have been singing. I started with the bhajans. Then I started. Then I next my album came. It was for the Sufi album. Then the ghazals. Then and now recently I have been singing series of Punjabi songs. That is regional song. So that was the instance. So I learned for a few years with Pandit Krishan Dutt Sharma, and later on I got a chance to learn with the Ustad Sarfaraz Hussain Khan of Rampur Sahaswan Gharana. As you must be knowing, in India, for classical music, there are Gharana system. Gharana means school of music. So there are a lot of Gharana system. So ours, this one, Rampur Sahaswan Gharana, is a very famous. Any classical student or teacher, he knows what is this Rampur Sahaswan Gharana. So I got a chance from to learn from Ustad Sarfaraz Hussain Khan, and because my job is transferable throughout the India, so I got transferred to Mumbai. So then my music part was cut off for a few years till the time I was in Mumbai. So there, in fact, that period which was spent in Mumbai, it was utilized in other terms, in other way. That was, I got a chance to study Indian philosophy. As you must be knowing, Indian philosophy is the Vedanta philosophy. Vedanta means the philosophical text of Vedas. Vedanta means there are two words, Veda plus and Anta. Veda means knowledge, Anta means end. The philosophical knowledge which is available at the end of Vedanta philosophies. After learning, I can't say I learned fully because I used to do my office duty also. And in between, whenever I used to have time, I used to visit the academy, Vedanta Academy, which was situated just near to the Mumbai. It was in Lonavala. So it changed my way of thinking, way of life. Everything got changed. Earlier, I used to, I don't know how I was living without having the glimpse of this knowledge. It's not something different. It is just like you can say the way of living, the art of living, you can say, how to live the life. Because living is, it cannot just happen just like this. It has to be learned. The life, way of living life has to be learned. Otherwise, we are just existing in this world like other animals. So I got a chance to learn how, in fact, if you clearly see, the Bhagavad Gita is totally management part. Because I am a student of management also. Some of the management teacher, they used to quote, I found that it is already mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. So this management, so-called modern management, it came just 150 years, or you can say 200 years back. But this art of management is already there in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, you can say, is totally related to the art of management. How you can manage, first of all, myself, yourself, how to manage myself and how to manage others. Because unless and until I manage myself, I cannot manage others. People are dying to change others, but they are not willing to change themselves. So this is the problem. The conflicts are happening in this world because of this thing only. I don't want to change myself. I want to change others around me, like my wife, like my mother-in-law, like my daughter, others, means the family members. But I don't want to change myself. So the nature says it cannot happen. You cannot change anything, because every human being, every creature is unique in itself. So it has got certain way of thinking, way of behaving, peculiar way of reaction. So what we have to do, we have to accept the people of different backgrounds as they are, instead of changing them. See, people are there, have got different mentalities, and I expect they should behave the way I want to see them. It's just not possible. If we accept this thing, then the world is very peaceful. If we are not, if we don't agree, yeah, whatever I say is right, others are wrong. So there starts the conflict. So what I mean to say, our whole life goes in likes and dislikes. Whatever I like, I go after that particular object, being, whatever it may be. Or I don't like someone, I don't want to see even that which I don't like. In our language, it is called raga and dvesha. Raga means I like something, so I want to associate with that thing, the thing or being, or I don't want to see that person whom I don't like. So this way, I learned few things about the life, how this life operates, how this nature is operating. What is the plan of nature? Nature has got certain rules. Those principles are to be understood. Not that whatever I understand and I start applying on the nature. No, it cannot happen. Because nature has got certain rules. We are all bound by the rules of the nature, principles of the nature. And we cannot escape even. We cannot escape from the principles. If we do something wrong, if not today, after a few days, I will get the result of my action, of my karma. The theory of karma is given by the nature only. Theory of action is given by the nature only. So if we understand this thing, our life will be peaceful. We have to live in this world in a cordial way. Because my father is a doctor also. I was just reading one thing, the definition of health. It was written that health is defined as a physical, mental, and spiritual state of a human being with the positive adjustment in the environment to which she or he is exposed. If we analyze this statement, it is the physical state. First is the physical state of human being. Physical means physically we are different. No two human beings are same. Someone is black, someone is white, someone is brown, like this. Human beings are different. So what he says, we have to accept the people at the physical level. We start hating, oh, that person is very ugly. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see his face. So that is not the point. The nature says we have to adjust with all the peoples of different physique. Number one is the physical, emotional, mental state. Because mental state, every person has different mental state. Every person thinks in a different way, in a unique way. A person may be mathematician, another person may be engineer, another person may be some psychologist or like this. So every person has got some unique quality. So that is the mental state. So we have to accept if a person is having knowledge, interest in, you can say, art or sculpture, we say that this is useless thing. You should concentrate on education, good education. No, his mental state is like that only. He want to create something. So what the medicine says, the medical science says, we have to accept that person with the different mental attitude. And third one is the spiritual. Spiritual means the people are from the different religious backgrounds. We have to accept in a positive way, not in a negative way. So that is the elaboration of that statement. We have to accept at three levels: physical, mental, and spiritual level, as they are. And we should not impose our likes and duties on the people, because everybody has got the right to say something, to behave in a different way, to behave in a peculiar way. everybody has got the right. So during the stay in my Mumbai transfer, so I got exposure to this thing. So then again I came back to Delhi. I was transferred to Delhi. So then I started the music journey again. So after that, I continued learning music from the Sarfaraz Hussain Khan Sahab only. And after a few years, he expired, and then I continued learning from his son, elder son, Mushahid Hussain Khan Sahab. So if we have inclination for something, and we have to put some efforts, it's not that easy. It appears that the singer is singing on the stage or in a recording room. He has done a lot of hard work. He has gone through a lot of training. That's why he is able to sing or perform on the stage or in studio. So thereafter, I got the exposure from Pandit Krishan Dutt Sharma of Bollywood. He was a music director in Bollywood. So he gave me chance to sing few ghazals and bhajans also. So there I learned, in fact, he told me the Bollywood music is not that easy. Every word has to be sung in a different way. It should explain the meaning of the word, because as you know, the ghazals are Urdu words. Most of the people, they don't understand. Those who are not understanding the Urdu. So our voice should be like that. They should understand the meaning of the particular word. So that was the time when I learned intricacies of playback singing. So after that, I'm still in the field of music. Recently, I have released one Punjabi song, which is the regional song, and it has become super hit song of my life. So it has lakhs of views, and it was released by Shemaru company, very famous company of music industry. It has got lakhs of views. So, and I'm working on the next song now. Next song is under process. The audio part is complete, and the video is about to be shoot in next 10 or 15 days. So from my childhood, if I see, I got a chance to learn from many stalwarts of music industry. Then only I am able to sing whatever I am singing right now. So that means if we have a inclination in any field, it requires dedication, it requires patience, it requires time also. Once we find our aptitude, we should pursue our aptitude. Because what happens, if we don't follow our passion, our life will be unstable. We are not happy. We will not be happy in life throughout the life. I have seen this example. My friend, one of my friend, when we were in a senior secondary class, after that, because we have to decide which field of education we have to choose after 12th class. So that person was, my friend was very brilliant person. I used to be average only. So he got qualified in medical as well as engineering, both. So there was no one at that time to guide him what to do. No one, because his parents were government servant and they don't have any exposure how to guide the child what to do. So someone said, okay, you become a you go for the medical line, you will become a doctor. Okay, he joined medical line, Maulana Azad Medical College of Delhi, and he completed MBBS and after that MD. And after many years, I met him in a marriage party. So I asked him, Dr. Saab, how is life? Are you happy with the life now? Whatever you have achieved so far? He said, no. My inclination was in chemical engineering. If I had done the engineering in chemical, it would have been better for me. See, one mistake in life, because unless until we are able to find our aptitude, we will go after the people, whatever people say. Parents will say, okay, you go for engineering. My friends will say, no, you go for a medical line. Another one will say, go for computer. Computer is in more demand. So that is not the way to go in the life. Because as I told, every human being has got one peculiar quality. So that is to be found out. That is to be nurtured. Actually, it is a job of teachers. I'm very sorry to say, teachers throughout the world, not only in India, they are teaching either physics, chemistry, mathematics, history, the subjects which are the common subjects. They are not exploring the aptitude of the children. If if the student is weak in school mathematics, they will ask, oh, you should have some extra classes in mathematics. You should join tuition. You should go to some other teacher. You should join tuition after the schooling. And nobody sees that what is his interest. He may be interested in English literature. He may be interested in chemistry. His interest, his aptitude may be in the field of physics, that nobody wants to explore, not even teacher, because teacher, they are the teacher for one subject. Someone is for physics, someone is for chemistry, mathematics, etc. No one is teaching how to find out the aptitude of the student, caliber of a student. That is the actual job of teachers at the school level. So because I got exposure from Swami Parthasarathy ji, which I've been talking. So he says, he is in fact taking coaching for the students, how to choose the field of activities. So in that 2 hours or 3 hours of lectures, he emphasized that even parents, teachers should identify the caliber of a student, the aptitude of a student. We should not teach him physics, chemistry, mathematics, or biology, etc. We should find out the aptitude of a student. Every student has got some aptitude. If he goes, that becomes the passion. Whatever aptitude he has, that will become later on the passion. if someone pursue the passion, he is happy. You might have seen sculpture is having hammer and chisel and um, is doing something with the stone throughout the day, and then he forgets the even how to have the food. A time to you don't have time to have a food. He is so much involved in that. That means that is the aptitude of that person who is involved in the sculpture. So that way there are so many arts are there, thousands of arts are there. So we in fact the school should give exposure to different types of arts. The person may be interested in the music at the school level. If he is given exposure at the school level, so after a few years he will be a good musician. A person, I tell you, the President of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam, he was a scientist before becoming president. He was an eminent scientist. And most of us may not be knowing that he was a musician also. Yeah. So I heard a story from one of the scientists that he used to give the job to all the scientists, and then he used to sit in his hotel and he's playing veena. He's playing veena in his room. See, actually that is the aptitude of Dr. Abdul Kalam. Although he was a scientist, but his main aptitude was music. So that way, if we identify this thing at the level of childhood, the life of a child can be better in future. Instead of forcing the child to study extra classes in mathematics, extra classes in physics, chemistry, or whatever subject he is weak, it will not serve the purpose. Later on, the person is going to have frustration in life. As my friend who was doctor, he was having 3 clinics in Delhi, about which I am talking. He was having 3 clinics, but even then he was not satisfied with what he has done in his life, because he was not pursuing his passion. His passion was in chemical engineering. So whoever teachers and students are listening to me, instead of focusing on the conventional subjects, they should explore the aptitude of students. What is the caliber of student? That is the job of a teacher. Of course, we need to understand mathematics just to do the calculation, and we need to understand the languages, English language or whatever language, or physics. Little bit we know. As you know, in engineering, all the subjects are taught and they are called the applied, which is applicable. Applied physics, applied chemistry, applied mathematics, like this. Because I have done engineering, so I have studied the subjects mathematics as applied, which is applied in the engineering. Physics, which is applied in the engineering. Chemistry, which is applied in the engineering. So the same way, if a person has got aptitude in some art, the teacher should encourage instead of forcing him to study for extra classes in chemistry or mathematics. Yeah, that is important. That is from the examination point of view. That's all. After that, person has to find out the way how to live life. So what I mean to say, if a person pursue his passion, his life will be peaceful. He may not be getting so much money, but his life will be peaceful and he will feel satisfaction in life. Because because I am a musician, when I start singing, uh, I don't know how many of you have heard Indian classical music, because it has effects. When we start singing, it creates environment of swara, and those swara has got impact on the human mind. That's why this music is used as a therapy in most of the hospitals now. So that way, if a person has got some interest in some particular field, he should be given exposure in that field. So this is about the biography. I have gone through whatever the time and processes I have gone through. So I have learned this thing that at least I should not teach my children to become a conventional student. So even I keep myself, keep my daughter open to learn anything, because she is exposed to music automatically, because when I start singing, so every family member, they are listening. Even my daughter is listening. Even by listening, she has become so expert that the students who come to me for learning, she is better than the students, because she is exposed to that environment of music. Now I found that his interest is in dance also. So she is learning now Kathak dance for last 5 years. So that is the interest. Although she's in a 10th standard, and after 10th she has to decide what field of education she has to choose. I said, whatever you feel, whatever you feel comfortable, you go for that. It's not that whatever is difficult, you go for that. If you go for the difficult thing, you will have to put some extra effort. If you are comfortable in some subject, you pursue better that subject, you will be comfortable. So I have kept my daughter open to do anything. So this is about the biography, and same way about the leaders, what should be the qualities of leader, how he should behave in this world. That has already been covered in one of the presentation. The leader should have a good quality like ability to connect with the people. As you know, we live in this diverse world. The leaders need to brush up their soft skills so that they are able to strike a chord with the people they work with. Another quality is sticking to purpose. Young leaders can benefit from learning how to lead with the purpose. Doing so will help them garner the respect of their followers, as well as navigate challenges that come along the way. Then comes the accountability. Leader should be accountable to whatever he or she is doing. A good leader should know that accountability is a two-way street. If they expect their team members to exhibit competence, they must lead by examples, not by words, because action speaks louder than the words. Another quality is the trust. There is a thin line between inspiring accountability among the team members and failing to trust them. This means that once you delegate a task to someone, we should allow that person to execute that task on their own terms. Needless to say, young leaders need to understand that trust is everything. Another quality of leader should be, as I told in the earlier presentation also, it's very important quality is the willingness to come down, willingness to step down when needed. Of course, it is a most difficult task for a leader. Knowing when to step down is crucial aspect of good leader. Meaningly, competent leader should know when to leave the limelight and put someone else in charge. Young leaders need to learn how to identify instances where letting someone else take the steering wheel makes more sense.
Gulshan Suman sir, our Madeline ma'am has raised her hand. Maybe she wants to ask something. Madeline
Okay.
ma'am, do you have any question that you have raised hand? Please ask.
Okay.
Miss Madeline, you have actually she's connecting through audio. Her audio. Madeline ma'am, are you asking anything, please? Madeline ma'am, Lot Fala has raised her hand. Do you want to ask any question? I think there is some issue with her network, perhaps.
Yeah, network problem is there.
So please carry on, Struman sir. Yes, Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am from Tunisia has joined since long. She is a great educator. I don't know whether you have heard from her. Gulshan Suman sir. She is working globally. She's a poet, photographer, educator, and a great human being. Wonderful sister.
Great.
Yeah, please carry on, sir.
I want to add one more thing. During my tenure in Airport Authority of India, as you know, the duty of air traffic controller is very stressful. Rather, the duty of air traffic controller is most stressful job in this world. Most stressful job, even more stressful than the pilot of an aircraft. Because pilot is having only one aircraft at a time. The air traffic controller is having 10 to 15 aircraft at a time. So you can imagine the amount of stress the controller, ATC controller is going on while working. So I found my fellow ATC controllers are under stress. So because I've been exposed to the, as I earlier said, knowledge of living, how to live the life. So I used to give presentations on stress management to my fellow controllers. So they found very beneficial because you might have heard presentation on stress management from many people, even doctors, they are just telling you, you eat this thing, you do the walking in the morning, do some exercise, do this thing, do that thing. But what I touched was the basics of the human being. Basic is the mind, because it is the mind which get stressed. And how to comes out of that stress, that I used to teach to my fellow controllers. So it's a 2 hours presentation on stress management. So I don't want to go in details. Only thing is, it should be the part of, in fact, school also, because students are also under stress. When they have to appear for the exams, they are under very much stress, because we are not able to find, but they are undergoing high level of stress at that time, and nobody is guiding, nobody is able to guide even, I tell you, how to come out of the stress. Rather, they are creating the stress. Oh, if you fail in this exam, you will be thrown out of the school. So that way they
That
create.
way, Shuman sir, our Hayat ma'am can guide us better because she is educating in a school. Your point, she can connect better. You can ask any question in education for Tunisia school. Shuman sir, you can ask. And Hayat ma'am, our Gulshan Suman sir is international personality. He is music director, artist, and philosopher, and great jury board member. And of course, a great ATC manager, perhaps, right, sir? Am I right? Please correct me if I.
Joint ATC manager, it's not a manager, joint general manager, ATC.
Sure. Okay. So, Hayat ma'am, you can understand how stressful is life during work, and you can exchange your views. I'll just listen from Hayat ma'am about her biography, and Gulshan Suman sir has expressed that in school you have also stress. Hayat ma'am.
Most of the, yes, I found the kids are were appearing for the exams. Before exam, they are very much under stress.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, please carry on.
It's very nice to meet you today. I'm very honored to know you, Mr. Gulshna Han, the musician, artist. I was listening to your speech, to your lecture. I find it very interesting and very heart-beating also, since it touched the heart and the soul. Thank you very much for all what you've said about trust, about education, about many issues concerning the mankind, concerning the child, concerning the person, every one of us in the world. We are all together living the same emotions, the same states of mind, and we have also reflections according to our religion, to our way of life, etc. But the most important thing is that we are all human beings. We have the same system of life. Our body functions the same way that function in every place in the world. Yeah. Perhaps there are languages differ, but the main thing is that we live that life together on the globe. and we live the same seasons, the same rising, and we have the same moon at the time. So I want to thank deeply Dr. Munira Sultana for her trust in myself, and I congratulate every participant, every leader who is conscious that I may speak perhaps some words in French, but I will find the word in English. We can understand what we are saying, even if there can be some mistakes. We can overcome this, I think. So I will introduce myself and give a little biography about my life. My name is Hayat Haji Khalil. Spouse, I was born in Mahdiya, a coastal town in Tunisia. I was born on 10th April 1968. I've studied at university at the Institute of Bourguiba of Languages. I have a master's degree in combined languages, English and Italian. I've studied some courses of economy, and we had also Arabic as a main language. So I was living a great experience with languages during my university school. After I was studying at Manouba University, the most important university in Tunisia, I've started studying translation and stylistic. But then I had some problems about where to stay, etc. So I preferred to go working and continue my studies after as night courses. Unfortunately, I haven't the time to continue this course, and I worked for 1 year in a multinational factory of Sony Electronics as a translator. Then I went working as a French teacher in the south of Tunisia. That was in 1992. From that time until now, I'm working the best work ever. I'm an educator, a teacher. I started with the pupils from at college from at the age of between 12 and 17, and then I'm now working at the high school with pupils at the age of 19 until 20. So there was a great bridge between I've built a bridge between two pupils, two kinds of pupils. First, social, there is a social difference and also difference in age. But the bridge I built is very important for me. It's a way of life. It's my way to see democracy. That is democracy. I've lived democracy at school. I saw pupils from different levels of maturity. I've been with many beautiful souls, many artists. Each of my pupils painted a color in my life. I worked with them and I'm still working with them. Perhaps they are teaching me many things in life. So I turn back to my personal life. I'm married to an engineer, Lutfi Hashani, and I have 2 sons. They are my peers. They are my source of life, my blood, with my parents and all my family. I live always with the family. They are my roots. And these roots are giving me many feet, feathers, wings. If I have wings, it's thanks to them. I feel free since they've learned to me how to be independent, how to have trust only in people who work hard. To never retreat to battle for one's rights. I've lived certainly many difficult situations, but I'm always happy because I sleep with the conscious very pure. I learned always. I'm always learning from others who I meet in the work, in the dans la rue, wherever I go. And third, I will speak about my passions. The first passion was the sound of the steel, the work of my father as blacksmith. That was my first passion. I loved the colors of the steel, going from black to red to blue, and seeing. And when I saw the drops covering the face of my father and his will to change the steel, I've known that we can change the world. make it better. It's always a matter of what we can do when we are with others, since one hand can never applaud alone. So that's the first music I was listening to. Until now, I love every sound that is compared to that one, because that is the sound of life. Music, also theater. I want to be an actor. I love always theater. But when I was young, my father wouldn't like me to choose this path. All arts weren't the choice of parents at the time. So until now, I love theater, and I consider it as the principal and the most important art. You'll find poetry, you'll find music, you'll find every art. Donc, together.
I have a question to both of you.
Yes.
That within a very shortest of time, how it is possible that both of you have appeared for live session and you do not know that you have been watching from the country of United States, from Vietnam, from India, from Bangladesh, from Maldives. You have been watched on live. Perhaps you do not know, but we are broadcasting this session on live and on behalf of our television, Desha TV. And every leader, they are commenting on your lecture. Every teacher, they are following you. It is unbelievable that I have a question that how it is possible as a leader, you are appearing on the screen within such a short notice. How could you make your mind in a so fast way? Can you please guide so that our audience and you know that our leaders, they feel hesitate whenever there is one offer, whenever there is offer on the screen, like in multinational countries, they are watching you. They are sharing your photographs. Do you know that from Bangladesh, Sylhet University, Shahjalal University's professor has shared this program already.
Thank you.
So you are just connecting many countries and please guide that how our students can be like you. They can follow your path. They can become so courageous as you.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Okay, Nee, you continue, then I'll put my words.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much for giving me the voice. I have my heart beating very hard as I am today on the screen, be watched by all all people here that I thank so much, and I want to say to every student, be grateful, be patient. never deny others, and never go fast, since everything is a matter of trust and a matter of great work. So never deny others, never value others. Yes. Give your family what needs everyone. Give them love, but also responsibility. When we have the responsibility, we can become a human being. Others can trust you, can have trust in you. As today you have trust in me, Dr. Munira. And you've gave me trust also from the beginning. That day is unforgettable. I have many work and I had to manage to be with you, speaking to the world, and that's a great mission. Thankful, very thankful to everyone who have trust in me, who have helped me. We need others. Give without limits. Be happy. Offer smile. Smile from the heart. Share everything that is useful. And never forget to learn from the past, to read history, to read other writers, and always search for the best. To achieve the best, we have to give our best. Very thankful. Another time, I give the voice to my friend, collaborator. To you. Thank you.
Gulshan Suman sir, back to my question. How do you prepare yourself with short notice, and how you become so courageous to appear on the screen within very shortest of time? And this takes a leadership skill also. So please guide our multinational audience, those who are watching on live and they will be watching later on.
Yeah. When I got your message, it was 11:30 or so, Indian Standard Time. It was time to sleep. So I said, no, you are online and you are not sleeping. And what is the point of how I can sleep? So that is the dedication that is, shows the concern for the people around us. If we are really concerned about the people, then we will find the time, whatever may be the time. Someone is saying something?
No, I think someone has just joined.
Ah, okay.
So this is how future leaders like from Tunisia, Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am, she is wonderful educator, how she can guide like you are a wonderful musician. So, Nader Sweden sir has joined from Jordan, our university director and cybersecurity director. He has joined from Jordan. So we are from 4 countries on live, and many people from many different countries are watching on live. Thank you.
Yeah, as I said, in our scripture, it is written thousands of years back. There is one line, Manur Bhava. Manur Bhav means be a human being. First of all, be a human being. That was written in the Rig Veda. The Rig Veda is the oldest scripture available on this earth. Just have a thought on it. Even thousands of years back, it was the need at that time because people were not behaving in a human way. It is the mentality of people. It is the, you can say, the nature of mind to go away from the humanity. That is why from time to time, the mind has to be bombarded with the thoughts that be a human being, be a human being. And in our scripture, Rig Veda also, there is one more quote, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is one family. Whole world is one family. It is just a reminder, because we are caught up in, as the Hayat madam was telling, we are caught up in the different backgrounds. It may be the social background, it may be cultural background, it may be religious backgrounds. We are caught up in that. We have to come out and emphasize that the whole world is one family. He may be from America, he may be from India, one may be from Bangladesh or some other countries. First of all, they are human beings. Manuru Bhava. No animal is taught. Dog, we never say dog to become a dog, because dog is behaving in a dog's way. He never goes out of that set of mind. Only human being is to be guided from time to time. Manur Bhav, be a human being. Because in our scriptures, the human mind is compared with the water. As we know, the water has tendency to fall easily. If we have to rise the water, we need motor and pumps. Then it can rise. But to fall, no effort is required. Just leave that, the water will fall down. Same way, the nature of mind is there. It falls down. It falls down easily, very easily. And it has to be guided from time to time. No, be a human being. This word is a one family. You cannot live alone in this world on your terms and conditions. We have to take care of the world, of the people around us. Because nature is teaching us, first you do some effort, give something to others. Then you have the right to take. If we see carefully the Vedas, it never talks about the rights. Only now the rights, human rights, women rights, children rights, this issue is coming up. In our scriptures, old scriptures, nowhere it is written about the rights of human being. Only duties of human being, duties only. Duties of a king, duties of a minister, duties of... It talks about the duties only. It never talks about the rights. Why it never talks about the right? Because it is the nature, laws of the nature. Whatever we do, whatever action we do, we get the result of it automatically. We don't need any effort. If we put a seed in the soil today, depending upon the type of seed, it will grow out. It will give some fruit after some time, maybe after few years. The result of action is bound to come to you. Nobody will stop it, and no one can stop it. That is why our scriptures emphasize on doing action for the society, for the people around us. In one of the scripture, Upanishad, there is Upanishad, it says, Kurvanneveh karmani jiji visheshatam samaha. Oh God, may I live for 100 years with perfect health, doing work for the community, not for me. I should live a healthy life, not for me, for others. So, because we are forgetting the good qualities, whatever we need to inculcate in our life. It is our tendency. We can't do anything. It is the tendency of mind. It forgets. It has to be reminded again and again. See, you have to be a human being first. Then you may be whatever background you have. And treat others as a family. If we have a tendency to give others whatever we have, part of it, as in every, I think in every religion, it is the practice. Whatever we have, we should give part of it to the persons who are needy. It is in the every religion. Why? Because there are people who can't afford even food. At least we are having food 3 times a day, and we are wasting just like that. So it tells that we have to do the adjustment with the people around us. In a positive way, the health definition of health, if you go back to the definition of health, in a positive way means we have to accept the people as they are, And what is a negative way? Suppression. Oh, he's like that. I can't do anything. I am helpless like this. That is the negative way. Positive way, yeah, he is like that only. I have to accept. Lion is ferocious. I can't expect lion to be a kind person. It cannot be. It cannot be kind animal. Lion is ferocious. We have to appreciate the ferocity of lion. He is like that only. Nature has given the quality. Cow is a cool animal. We can't expect cow to behave like a lion. So what I mean to say, we have to accept each and everything, each and every being as they are. Not imposing my thoughts, my understanding, my whatever I think it is a right, this is right. No. We don't have any right to impose my thoughts on others. Rather, I should respect others' thoughts, others' ideology. That way, we can have the democracy. This is the democracy. So that way, if we go like this, first of all, we have to train our mind that the word is a family. Yes, it is family. We can't run away from, because now the word is too short, because earlier people used to be confined to one country or one state or one district. Now we are free to go anywhere. So if we see their cultural diversity, we have to accept, we have to respect their cultural diversity and appreciate what a great thing. So for leader also, a leader may be engineer, he may be some scientist. Same thing applies to everyone. Because for leader is for the common people. Scientist is not for the common people. They are working in a confined way, in a different, in a confined environment. But leader are exposed to the common people, and they should respect the people. Then only they can become the good leader. So this is the whatever I have to say. If any question comes, then I will see.
Okay. So the thing is, you have managed beautifully, and you are guiding, you are working very hard. And how do you handle this multiple talented fields? That is music director, artist, singing, being a jury member, and also regular professional work. Isn't it a difficult task to manage multi-level work?
I'll say it's a God gift. Otherwise, it is not possible. I feel sometimes indebted to whatever the supreme power has given me. Otherwise, people are doing job in my profession also. People are going to the duty, doing the duty for 6 hours and coming back, and then next day again they go back to the office, and they come back, have some time with the children. That's all. This is the routine. But I don't know how this interest, I told you the interest came in the childhood about the music, and it is growing day by day. Besides the job of ATC, and I told you I got exposure to the philosophy also. That is also again the grace of Almighty. Because otherwise people, they don't know even their own religion. The people don't know. They are just fighting for the in the name of religion. They don't know. In fact, no religion teaches to have a fight. Religion always teaches to have a cordial relationship. So this is one thing. Another, because of my look, I am getting invitation as a model, as an artist. So again, it is a grace of Lord, grace of Almighty. I don't know how it is coming in me.
So, dearest great leaders, educators, intellectuals, and our international audiences, whoever watching us and whoever will be watching us. So you have seen how beautifully multi-talented, great personality Gulshan Suman sir from India has managed. And he's giving credit to the Almighty for his all genius qualities and talents, skills. So you can see that our beautiful Hayat ma'am from Tunisia, she has so nicely depicted her great personality. And we have others with us now. Yes, please. Yes, sir.
See, I give credit to Almighty. That does not mean something which is not visible to us. it is the people who are guiding me. Because the God, how the God helps, it helps through the people around us. I got a chance, that way I feel very lucky that I got so many teachers, so many gurus. One taught me music, another taught me philosophy, another someone taught me the modeling, how to, because people don't know how to walk. Even I was not knowing how to walk on a ramp. So there, if you see the life of a person, thousands of my life, thousands. I cannot count even. I might have forgotten few people who have given me something to me. That's what I can say. Thousands of people are there to make one person. We cannot live alone. So this is the thing. And I don't know how it happens. I got the opportunity. I utilize that time. I utilize that opportunity, whatever it may be. So people sometimes, why the people are not able to explore their capabilities? Because they want to live the confined life, whatever confined life is there. They don't want to come out. Just come out, whatever field you are getting exposure. You will get something new, some new exposure, and by the time of few years, you will become a master in that field. So this is how the I tell you, in India there was Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. You might have heard. He had 40 master's degree, 40. So it is sometimes it is even impossible for a person to get the one master degree. He had 40. How? And that was that too. His life was very short. He lived up to 56 years only. So how? So this is the you can say the dedication of a person to learn. Because learning is endless process. One of our president, Dr. Radhakrishnan, 5th September is celebrated as Teachers' Day in his name. And he said beautiful line, a teacher cannot be a good teacher unless he is a good student. See, it means the learning is endless process. Even our whole life is not enough to learn. So, so what I did in my life, where I got opportunity to learn something, I got into that. I plunged into that. And I got so many things in life. So this is how I manage. See, everyone, every person has got 24 hours in a day. And how he managed, that is the time management. You have to see what is important and what is not important. Because people are caught up which are not important. That's why they are not able to utilize the time. So this is time management, how you manage that 24 hours available with you. See, one person having 24 hours is the president of a country, and one person having 24 hours, he is doing the job of a cleaner. He is having 24 hours. The president is also having 24 hours. He is managing whole country, and this fellow is not able to manage his family. So that is how, this is the art of management, how you manage your life. You have to prioritize what is important, what is not important. So this is how I used to manage. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What a great presentation. Spontaneous, so lively, so sporty. And how to connect the heart of other people. We have learned from our great talented guru, our Gulshan Suman sir. So now I will hand over this platform and microphone to our dearest honorable leader, Hayat Haj Khalil, for her concluding remarks. Hayat ma'am. Ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Can I recite a poem?
Of course, of course.
Yes, from it's a poem that I sent for Cultural Reference Journal, an Indian journal, and I won the best. I was one of toppers for the photos I sent with the poem. It's a quest for peace. I will recite it from my phone. One moment, please.
I will request Gulshan Suman sir also, after Hayat ma'am, if you can sing 2 lines for our international audiences.
Yes. Peace Quest. If you search for peace, ask the engaged bird about its song lyrics. Beautify what can be shown on the mirror of the sky. Call for virtue, even if you are few. Dig in the earth to plant seed, so that you feed. Embrace the light and the obscurity fight. Follow your heart, it's always smart. Give without limits, generosity never hits. Hug a faded flower that have lost power. Initiate every time you have to create. Join those who seek the highest peak. Keep singing, even when the heart is crying. Listen to the silent cry of those who suffer from thunder. Melt your wish with the speed of a fish. Never be shy to tell the truth high. Open the windows to have a wonderful sight. Offer a smile even for a while. Play as if you were a child. Quest for freedom to reach the bottom. Ride your bike even in strike. Speak to the trees and protect them from disease. Touch the moon so that dreams become true soon. Unite your colors with your fellow to enlighten the shadow. Veil the vanity with virtue. Wait for the seed to blossom wisdom. Xerox your senses in pure lances. Yelp when hurt to ask for help. Zoom the best and ignore the less. Thank you very much. This is the quest for peace and the quest for love.
Super.
This is what a leader can have as a flag always with him. Thank you.
Wonderful. So, Gulshan Suman sir, we want to listen 2 lines, please, if possible, for our great audiences from different countries who have joined.
Okay. I'll sing a ghazal. The ghazal is written by Nida Fazli, a great poet of Bollywood. The wording is, बदला न अपने आप को, जो थे वही रहे, मिलते रहे सभी से, मगर अजनबी रहे. It means I never changed myself. बदला ना अपने आप को. I never changed myself. Whatever I was, I remained that. मिलते रहे सभी से. I am meeting each and everybody, but all are like ajnabi. Ajnabi means they are stranger for me. Although I'm meeting them, but they are stranger for me. So these are the words I'll sing. Is it audible now, music?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. बदला ना अपने आप को, जो थे वही रहे. बदला ना अपने आप को, जो थे वही रहे. मिलते रहे सभी से, मिलते रहे सभी से, मगर अजनबी रहे. बदला ना अपने आप को, जो थे वही रहे. बदला ना अपने आप को, जो थे वही रहे. दुनिया ना जीत पाओ तो हारो ना खुद से तुम. दुनिया ना जीत पाओ तो हारो ना खुद से तुम. हारो ना खुद से तुम. थोड़ी बहुत तो ज़हन में नाराज़गी रहे. थोड़ी बहुत तो ज़हन में नाराज़गी रहे. मिलते रहे सभी से, मिलते रहे सभी से, मगर अजनबी रहे. अपनी तरह सभी को किसी की तलाश थी. अपनी तरह सभी को किसी की तलाश थी. किसी की तलाश थी, हम जिसके भी करीब रहे दूर ही रहे, हम जिसके भी करीब रहे दूर ही रहे, मिलते रहे सभी से, मिलते रहे सभी से, मगर अजनबी रहे. The ghazal is very long. I have to cut short.
Wonderful, wonderful, great, and I have no words. Superb,
Yeah.
superb. Yeah, Nadir Sweden sir has clapped for you from Jordan. Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am, how you have enjoyed the song? I don't know whether you have understood the meaning. Please unmute Hayat ma'am.
It's dreamful, and I like very much the voice and the song, even if I don't understand Hindi, but I know it's a great message of love, very romantic. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's
Thank you
it's
very
not
much.
it's not just a poetry. It's a totally philosophy, as I told you. Na? The
Yes.
writer says we never try to change ourselves. We are trying to change others. so this is the content of the ghazal. The whole
Thank you.
ghazal is focused on this
Great.
idea.
Great. Thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Superb. So we have listened the poem from our Hayat ma'am, the song from our Gulshan Suman sir, music director, model, honorable leader, and he's handling great and really serious job at HSC. It's really tough to manage so many responsibilities, and you are the inspiration, my leaders. You are joining from different countries, you are encouraging our students, teachers, you are guiding us for democracy, for leadership, you are sharing your biography. The journey was not really smooth, clear, and so easy for you, but we are proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
our Desha TV from USA, Desha TV USA Inclusion feels proud to host this program on live, including multinational countries, leaders, educators, students, parents, and so many lovely audiences who have shared our programs, who have commented, and who have expressed their feelings. We are really grateful to you. So we are signing out for today, but of course, we'll be connecting you very shortly in another program from our School of Leadership and of course, our Desha TV USA. Thanks a lot for joining us. Gulshan Suman sir, feeling proud of you and hats off to you. Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am, thanks a lot for joining and giving that much great efforts and contributing to the world. Nadir Sweden sir from Jordan has joined, and we are really, really grateful to you. Thanking you all. Signing out from Maldives, Munira Sultana Poppy. Take care and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Maria.
you very much.
Thank you, Munira. Bye.